Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Putty and welcome back for another episode of Por la Noche Enfrentamiento. You know, in the last episode when I said I should sleep, I didn't. I'm also rendering some videos right now, so hopefully if you're seeing this, it's all gone fine. It's all beautiful, it's all working out perfectly. If you're not seeing this, then things have gone horribly wrong. So, let's take a look here. Amo Del Gato and Phoenix 2 have discovered a share of Lego! Oh my god! Wow, I love it. I love it. Okay. I would like to form some sort of relationship with Electric Dreamer and the Bay. No. Oh god. Keyboard. Alright. So, we've moved out of center. It's a disaster. Oh, it's gonna mess everything up. Is there any way to, like, re-sticky it? Oh, well, hopefully it's roughly where it's supposed to be. Alright, so, what are we gonna do tonight? What are we gonna do to set ourselves in motion on the road to Dia de Todo El Guerrero? Oh, I know. So, yeah, okay. I remember. So last week, the big thing was Gino calling out Critico, saying let's have one more match, and let's have it at the big pay-per-view. I've got to get used to the television special, El Guerrero. We didn't get a response last week, so this week we're going to have as a main event Los Monteros versus Gold and Silver. It'll be a storytelling match, where obviously the big story is that it's kind of Gino versus Critico, and in the background we'll have Silver Tiger pinning Louise. Seems like it makes sense to me. Open, slow built, and decisive. Check that in there. That'll be our main event tonight. Then we will have some other stuff floating around. First of all, in a normal One Falls match, welcome Greg Gage to the show. He managed to sign a pay-per-appearance deal with us. He's not here as a permanent guy. Greg Gage is not here as like a built-up star that we're going to make into a big deal. Every appearance he has on screen is going to be, hey guys, he's from MAW. He's from Mid-Atlantic Wrestling. He's representing Mid-Atlantic Wrestling. He's the Mid-Atlantic Wrestling champion. So, that's the story getting told with him right now. So, we'll have him beat Phoenix 3, who just continues to be the guy that people beat. Continuously? Oh, 1 second, guys. I'm the constantly ill YouTuber. That's how how I'm remembered as, I hope. So Phoenix, yeah, he's gonna keep getting beaten by random ass people, but he's okay with it because he continues to get beaten. So the more he gets beat, the less he gives a shit about it. That's the moral of the story. Is if you want someone not to complain about something, continuously do it to them. Okay, we chuck a decent heel in there with him, like Extraordinario. And it turns suddenly into a mythical, magical, great match. Not really, but kind of. Theodore can win. And we gotta put on some sort of exciting match, right? Some sort of reasonable match of some sort. So we're looking for good high flyers. Do they exist? Oh, they do. They certainly do. So we'll do Joanne versus Purple Viper. Didn't we do that match like 3 times already? We did. Different series. We need a different series. Purple Viper can be involved, but we'll do it against Electric Dreamer. How many times have we done this match? Just once. Alright. I think Electric Dreamer needs to get her win back in a high spots match. We're going to have Dreamer go over. We are going to keep Purple Viper strong though. Cool. Perfect. Good stuff. And we now have 19 minutes left to book. I will add a minute here to make it easier for me. I have just ate. One thing I try not to do is like eat immediately before I record. I just did it. It was like the worst idea in the world. So El Critico is going to come out and say to Gino, there's going to be a big segment too. We're going to have both of them rated on entertainment. Success for both. This is going to be the end of the show. It'll be 8 minutes. Big long angle. And El Critico will say, Gino, I will have a match with you at Dia Todo El Guerrero, and it's going to be the main event, because it's not going to be just any match, Gino. We need to settle this in the right way. At Dia de Todo el Guerrero, we are going to have a mask versus hair match. A match with wager in Lucha Libre. And it is I will wager my legendary mask and basically my entire career against your pride, your dignity, and your hair. Because if I cannot beat you in this series, Gino, then my mask is meaningless. And that'll be the end of the night stuff. And Gino basically says, you know what, I think I'm better than you. I don't want to take your mask, but if that's what it takes, then that's what it takes. And that's what Gino replies. Then we will have Pesadilla, basically in full like unhidden, basically in full view at this point. It's very clear who she is, and yeah, she's talking to the tag champs, and again, it's just a short vignette, and we don't really know what's going on, but it's very clear that she's talking to him at this point. And then we will have an angle where Mr. Lucha 3 is seen in the usual backstage room where he usually talks to Manuel Prieto. And on this occasion, though, Prieto is nowhere to be seen, and the Mr. Lucha mask that's usually in the case in the corner of the room has fallen onto the floor, and the glass that usually houses it is completely smashed and scatters across the room. Mr. Lucha 3 looks incredibly distressed, and the vignette kind of fades out from there. You don't really know what's going on with Mr. Lucha there. Then we will have Greg Gage cut a promo saying, I'm here, I am the best, I am the mall champion, and I'm taking over. I am only gonna wrestle one fall. I'm not putting myself through 3 falls matches. You luchadors are crazy, you're stupid, that's a ridiculous way to do pro wrestling. I don't know why you do it, it's really dumb. And yeah, that's basically what he says. And then we will have the new women's champion, I think making her first appearance, probably not though, coming out, and she says, I am the women's champion. I am a two-time women's champion. I'm proud of who I am. I think I'm a very successful luchadora. I think I'm one of the most consistently good wrestlers on the roster, and I'm gonna make this title proud. And you're gonna see, I'm fantastic, and you're all gonna enjoy the era of Celeste, and I'll be in action next week to prove it. I can go right before the women's match, or the Luchadoras match. We can knock that down to a minute to allow for a longer main event and the fans to be happy. So, there we go. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's go! Big night. Probably not really a big night, but still. Greg Gage is not a bad promo, considering his overness is like 10. But he got a very good gimmick, which is good. Not a very good off-script guy, but that's not bad. And the match is probably going to do better. Yep. Pretty good chemistry from the announcers, we know that. So, gets 48. Good arrival for Greg Gage. Moving on to another 48, where Phoenix 4 was the weak link, which is a little unfortunate. And he wasn't that much of a weak link. Best guy in the match was Mascara del Puma and Extraordinario. Yeah, okay. Short matches. Not expecting too much. Good promo from Celeste. Yeah, pretty happy with anything like that. Moving on to the women's match, which gets a 46D. This ain't going to be a great show. Hopefully the main event will rescue it somewhat. And apparently the female demographic really liked that she won. That's good to see. Moving on to 2 important promos, one of which is a 55 C-. This storyline has gotten over. They're like, who the hell is that woman, and what is she talking to the tag team champions about? Alright. Moving on to a 67 C+. The people are very intrigued to see why Mr. Lucha 3 is so panicked, and where is Manuel Prieto? Why is he not in the mysterious room in which they usually discuss their tactics for the evening? Main event gets a 73 B-. These are 2 pretty well established main event tag teams. Yeah, so that was pretty good. So Silver Tiger defeats Luis Montero with a Silver Tiger driver, and then after the match, 72 B-. El Critico and Gino I almost did it again. Gino Montero book themselves in for the main event. Now remember, Silver Tiger specifically said to Nicholas, "Hey, I'm gonna specifically book this in for Dia de Todo El Guerrero instead of the previous TV special because we are the main event. We are the big story of this show, and we deserve to go to headline a show. That's why I'm booking us in for that show." And here comes Gino and El Critico with their match with Wager, and completely steal that spotlight away from them. And I don't think Silver Tiger is going to be particularly happy about that. Show overall gets a 65C, which is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Increased our pop in all of Mexico. One of the worst TV shows we've had. I think it's the worst TV show we've had since the TV deal was signed. But it's not ridiculously bad. It's not. Look, it's not trash. I mean, it might be trash. Oh, Crippler, please don't resign. I would love someone like Crippler down here in the lobster mask. That would be brilliant. OLLIE are too small for them. How do we rate? I'll obviously be resigning. Oh, how's Gino? We'll talk to Gino in a second about his opinion. Obviously, resign Phoenix 2 because he's Phoenix 2, and all of Tres Phoenix or Quattro Phoenix are good. La Sombra is turning into a good worker. He is worth getting behind. Is he now? Intriguing. Intriguing indeed. He is pretty good. I wish he'd sell a bit more. But he's alright. He's 28. He's got time. We'll see. He's got a title. It's not like I'm not like pushing him at all or anything. We got a pretty good amount of viewers for that show. Yeah, we're dropping them though. We're dropping week on, week out, but that's not too bad. Some of them are stopping watching and coming, stopping watching on TV and coming to see the show live. Okay, I will use that as an excuse. So, Todo de Guerrero's on Thursday, so yeah, we only have 2 more shows before the big ass TV special, which is cool. Let's make sure. Well, Silver Tiger and El Critico won. Let's make sure Los Monteros didn't lose anything. Specifically Gino. I don't really care about Luis. I like Luis, but I don't really. Yeah, okay, he's fine. Good stuff. Alright, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a thumbs up. Check out the rest of the series. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys next time for the next episode of Por la Noche Enfrentamiento. I'll see you guys then. Adios, amigos.